Hi everyone. I felt led to come and encourage you today to trust God's plan. And even though it might not look the way that you might think it should look, just trust that whatever it is that He's doing, it's for your good and it has purpose. And there are times that I know when you might wonder why things are going the way they are, it causes you to feel frustrated, to feel sad, to feel depressed. But God sometimes comes in and takes over, and this is how He takes over, whereby He just turns everything around, and to us it's like, what's going on? Like, God, what are you doing? But He's like, He's saying, you know what, I have a plan, and even though you have a plan for yourself and you want what's best for you, I know what's best for you. And His plans are always better than our plans, because He sees what we don't see. He knows what we don't know, and He's God. We say He's God. So it's for us to now trust Him, even though initially we might not understand what He's doing, but to just trust Him and His plan. And sometimes during this process where God is doing a work within us, it tends to make us feel lonely sometimes, because sometimes He has you in a place where He wants to just separate you, where He wants you, for Himself, and He wants you to come to Him. Maybe if He has somebody else around, He knows that you're going to run to them or you won't come to Him, and He wants you to come to Him. So sometimes He has to separate us, and at that time we tend to feel like lonely, or whatever the process is, it's painful, or we wonder why is God allowing this to happen. But trust that God knows what He's doing. Just like with Job, God took Job through a process, and it was a painful one. And you might think, why would God allow this to happen to Job? Like, what did Job do wrong to deserve this? And it seems like punishment. And that's how you kind of feel when you're going through the process. It feels like God is punishing you for something that you did wrong. And maybe sometimes we do feel the consequences of our actions when we think, but most times God carries us through a process. It is painful because He's working on us. He's removing things, that aren't supposed to be there. So it is going to be painful. But at the end of Job's of the process that God was taking Job, the process was basically to show that this is my faithful servant. He was basically showing off with Job. But you wouldn't think that, God would be showing off with Job. Look at the pain that Job is going through, and God's showing off with Job. Like, it doesn't make sense to us, when we look at it through our natural eyes. But trust that whatever God is doing, He knows what He's doing, and it's for your good. The Bible talks about all things working out for our good, to those that love the Lord and are called according to their purpose. So I want to encourage you to trust the process. And God has us on His potter's wheel, and He's working on us, and He's molding us into this beautiful vase or this beautiful cup or whatever. And He has to carve us. Different things He got to do to us. He got to take us, put us in the oven, and all these different things He got to do is necessary. The oven is needed to harden and to keep it formed, to keep it together so it wouldn't crumble when tough situations come, or it's not easily broken. Get rid of impurities that may be inside that may cause it to crumble, like hatred, pain, unforgiveness. Like hatred, unforgiveness, insecurities, pride. He has to remove those impurities in order to make sure that you are as strong as you need to be for where He's taking you. And at the end of it, you're going to become this beautiful masterpiece. The Bible talks about these trials that we go through is for us to develop patience, and when we allow patience to have its perfect work, then we become complete and lacking nothing. So I want to encourage you to allow God's plan for your life to work out, and allow patience to have its perfect work, so that you can be complete and lacking nothing, and that you will become that masterpiece that God created you to be. And I know it gets challenging at times. You tend to wonder, God, I don't know if I can take this anymore. And it's okay to tell him that. When you feel like, if this is too much for me, it's okay to tell him, to let him know, God, this is painful. And he's going to help you finish it. And this too shall pass. It won't always be that way. Just know that at the end of it, you're going to be changed. You're going to be this beautiful masterpiece. Even people might notice the difference, how you're going to shine so bright. And each time God has got to keep refining us, every now and again, like how you got to do repairs on your house, God has got to do repairs on us and develop us and prepare us for the next level. Because where he's taking you, he knows what you're going to need, what you're going to encounter. And he wants you to be well prepared. Just like a soldier is well prepared for war. Whenever it comes, he wants us to be well prepared for where he's taking us, so we can be ready to fulfill the plan that he has for our lives. So I want to encourage you to not give up, to keep going. And to use this time to allow God to do a work in you, to refine you, to make you beautiful, and cause you to shine even brighter when this is finished. Just hold on, don't give up, keep going. And God loves you.